you were Miss Ireland in 1980, was it?
1980.
And Miss International the following year, and you went to Japan, and you're still modelling. But you do modelling and the continuity on RTE, and you also work in the family business.
Yes, it's the tile business in Blanchardstown.
Blanchardstown, Rocca tiles.
Rocca tiles.
Yes, good tiles, are they?
Very nice, yeah.
Nice tiles.
I always like to have about 3 jobs to keep me going, you see.
Why?
I work best under pressure, I think.
Did you really set your cap at the Eurovision Song Contest?
No, not really. It often entered my mind, but it would be like a dream. I remember last year just thinking, imagine, I was watching the girl and she was very beautiful. I thought, imagine doing something like that. But I think it must be fate, because I won Miss Ireland the year that Johnny Logan won. And he carried me out to the plane for the Miss World. And I believe in things like that, because when I entered the Miss Ireland too, even as a child, it's just, I think I'm just going along these roads. And I'm very honoured to be asked, so I hope I'll...
But when did you think you had a chance, and when did you start really going for it?
I was approached by Liam Miller, who's the executive producer, and I had started Continuity, and he asked me to audition. And then, even all along, I thought about it, and I went for the auditions, but to actually think I'd get it, I didn't think about getting it. I thought, just go along, and then I went back again, and here I am.
And what did you have to do for your screen test?
Oh boy, it was tough.
Oh boy, it was
tough.
tough.
They grilled us.
Yes, like what?
Well, we had to go in, and then we were interviewed in French, and then we had to do an introduction in Irish, English and French, and any other language we had. So I did it in German, Italian as well. And then, after we were interviewed in French, then we were checked to see if we could find the errors. Because the main thing is that we can't let any country vote for themselves. This is what we've got to watch, Pat and I. They can't vote twice for the one country. They can't vote for themselves, and they must vote in ascending order. So we were checked out on that in French.
Mind you, you have Mr. Brown, the scrutineer, who's always there too, looking after you. So what languages are you studying now, particularly?
Well, I'm fluent in Italian and French, and I'm very good at Irish. I'm just brushing up. But for myself, I will brush up, because I'm also going to... I have a little German, but I'd like to work on that. And I'm going to learn a greeting and maybe a little hello in each language. I think it'd be nice to say that to each country.
It'll take you half the night.
But I'm going to put my nose in the books from Monday, you see. The glamour is going from Monday.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, but on the night, it'll take you half the night to do all the greetings.
Well, even just little hello.
Little hello, maybe. Little hello. So you're actually learning. How are you learning Irish?
By myself. I'm at home. I have my lingua phone up. And I'm going around in my car, whizzing around Dublin. I have my Irish tape in the car. And Diagwit, Tiasmurgwit. I'm going around saying to everyone. I answer my phone now by Diagwit.
A real immersion course in all of this, yes.
And I have a very good little teacher as well who helps me out.
Yes. And then you're still doing modelling?
Yes, I'm doing modelling, but my first commitments now are to Eurovision, and I do continuity as well.
Yeah, yeah. Are you excited about this Eurovision thing?
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm very honoured. But I work best under pressure, and I think I'll be, when I'm coming up to the night, I think I'll be...
And what do the 2 children, Danielle and Natasha, what do they think of their hard-working mum?
When I went to the nursery to collect them, I said, Mommy's going to be on television, and they said, where's our dinner? And I said, they keep saying, shut RTE though, because I've been practicing for continuity, and I'm going around talking to the walls, because you see, with continuity, you have to, as if you're speaking to one person. So I'm going around the house saying, Radio Television, shut RTE though. And the children are now, they think shut RTE though is where Pajo's junk spot comes from. Yeah. And they think I'm on the Late Late Toy Show tonight, because that's how they remember the Late Late Toy Show.
I see.
So have you any toys for them?
They're going to be very, very confused kids, I can see all the way. So what comes after? You've done continuity, you're doing modelling. What do you do for the firm, by the way, the Rocca Tiles?
I'm a part-timer. That's what they jeer me. I come in on a Friday for my wages.
Nice.
I do PR.
Nice one, actually, Mitch. Nice one.
Up there, I don't wear very much makeup, and I wear jeans, and they say, your sister's the girl that does the modelling.
And you say yes.
I say, that's her. And they say, I know Michelle very well, give us a bit of discount. I say, where do you know her from? And they say, oh, I met her years ago. Sure, shouldn't she win the Miss World? I don't want to shatter their illusions.
Great. Wonderful, wonderful. So, what ambitions after Eurovision? I mean, after Eurovision, where do you go?
Well, do you know what I was going to do, gang?
Yeah.
I was going to ask, could I co-host the Late Late with you sometime?
What would you do for me?
Well, I heard you...
Father, behave yourself, please. You heard me.
I heard that you'd give me a very big salary for doing it. Oh,
That's a very good
you left
joke.
out one
Andy.
thing. The
What?
fortune teller told me also that I was going to get a windfall. And I haven't got the windfall yet of money.
Yeah, I see.
So-
Well, now the National Lottery is very good indeed. I recommend it strongly. What does Hobby John think about all of this? Is
He's absolutely delighted.
Yes,
I rang him
he's
in
still
Norway.
away, yes, in Norway.
And he's delighted. And
Yeah.
he's honoured and delighted.
Well, of course, you will have your little handy. Hold my little handy. You will have your little handy held on the night, will you not? Did the fortune teller really? Is that all gumph now? The fortune teller said the blonde fellow with glasses.
Yes, the blonde fellow with glasses.
Yes.
She told me to watch. She told me to watch out.
I would think that was very good advice. I think that was
why.
extremely good advice. All right, let's say hello to him and see what plans he has. Mr. Pat Kent.
Good day here. Good down. What's enough of that? What's enough of that?
Did you hear the scream of delight, Pat, that went up over there? There's two gorgeous birds in the third row there.
It's funny, they never do that on Today Tonight.
They never do. No, you never get
No
a
screaming,
You never
never.
get a round of
Things
applause.
I want to do. I want to be a current affairs. I want to work in current affairs.
Ah, now listen,
Pat
wait
wants
a
to do
minute.
modelling.
You're doing Eurovision song. You're doing Eurovision Song Contest. Then you want to do current affairs, and you want to co-host the Late Late Show. Anything else we can do?
Present Kursi.
Present Corsi. Oh, that's no. Yeah, well, I've nothing to say about that. Pat, how are you?
Very well, thank you. I'm still not over the shock of this signal honour which has been bestowed upon me by RT and I suppose by the nation.
Yes.
People have said to me, why are you doing it? I mean, there's Today Tonight and Today at 5. And the answer is, I suppose, it's one shot, once in a lifetime. Dira Nivreen did it the last time, a very experienced broadcaster, and she kind of warned everyone in the paper. She was interviewed and she said, it's a thankless job. They won't remember that you did it, but if you make a mess of it, they will never forget. So the pressure's on, but at the same time, to be in the biggest show that RT will do in quite a while, unless, of course, we have an election in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
It's still the biggest.
It's the biggest, yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's the challenge. I was quoted in the paper wrongly as saying that it would be a cinch. That's not what it's not a cinch. It's terrifying. The prospect of doing it is terrifying. If everything goes well,
It's a cinch.
it's a cinch. But I suppose I also said, and I think it's true, that I have a reputation for being good at handling disasters. So Michelle is it, and I am the safety belt. I'm the parachute. No, no, you can do it. You see, all on your own, but in case there's technical problems, and I have, I suppose, the experience over the last 15 years in this place to handle.
And what are you doing, sir, to prepare yourself for this momentous occasion?
Not very much. I'm doing Today at 5 and Today Tonight and all of that. I don't have time to do what Michelle is doing, but Nabroira Creasy gave me a good command of
the Gaelic.
Of the Gaeilge.
Yes,
So that's okay. I was taught French in a pub in Bagot Street by a French girl one time, so...
Good stuff. Yes. You know,
Oui, to you too, yes.
you know he was taught in a pub and after, no doubt. And after, yes.
So I think that'll stand me in good stead for all the emergencies.
Will you be nervous, Pat?
I will be terrified.
Yes, terrified. It's
Recently, when I did Saturday Live, and we had Maureen on, when Stephen Roach was... I should have got French lessons from Stephen Roach, God knows, while I was at it. But when Stephen wasn't able to come over because of his knee operation,
Right.
I was thrown into this at the deep end, told literally 48 hours before the show. And I must say, the unfamiliar is terrifying. Now, after I saw the red lights going on and after Maureen Potter had started chatting for about a minute and a half, I was fine.
You're in.
But I was very consoled in my nervousness sitting behind a set, something like this, waiting to go on with Maureen. And I said to Maureen, you don't mind me talking to you, do you? Are you nervous? And, will I not disturb your lines? And she said, it's blank. It's all blank. Everything's blank. I can't remember a thing. And I said, you mean you're the same as me? Like you want to say something when you go out and you can't remember it. And I didn't realize that someone who's as seasoned a performer as Maureen would feel exactly the same as me. And I suppose, relatively speaking, I'm now very seasoned on television. But there are times, just before the red light goes on, and there's nothing.
If it's any consolation to you, Maureen told me herself that she feels like that every time before she goes in the Gaiety Panto, even after 2 months.
Do you feel like that?
Not at all. Not at all. Line 2, did you say, Tom? All right, line 2.